As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusea deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Ocea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusea decided to sabotage Ocea's communications and navigation technology. Erusea couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Ocean transmission and navigation systems. Before Ocea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusea and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Ocea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Ocea and Erusea was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Ocean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusea's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usea has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusea's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army. With the capital under our control, Erusea's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power. HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Ocean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting. I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain...
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns, cotton your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
It's something I'll never get used to. But tonight it's been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Watch two! Hostile has a lock. What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
We were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Entering the Anchor Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, beginning of this war are now gone.
Enemy got away.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Vehicle eliminated.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Enemy, keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Bandit has a lock.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar.
This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they?
Lamar's in that vehicle.
They've been set up in all the right places.
Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
Missile hit.
That was too close for comfort.
Strider 1, missile launched.
We're getting fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too? Locked on.
Target destroyed.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once. Liar! Cease fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
I've been told!
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Regions. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Target's in machine gun range. Warning, enemy has a bead on you. Missile away.
You have no choice! Fire! So what? Why are you getting your panties into it?
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back.
Fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
An armored vehicle is behind us. This vehicle moves by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Forces at landfill number 7.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. The info just came through. If they don't respond, shoot them down.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Take out any and autonomous mode.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. Hostile tanks are keeping the armored formation at Anchor Bay from protecting the VIP. Can you clear them out for us?
No problem.
Watch two!
Strider 1, missile launched. The General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off!
They actually believe in using robots to put an end to bloodshed.
Unidentified aircraft to the tropics.
Strider 1, bandit splashed. Strider 1, Fox 1.
I'm on my target's tail.
I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. Target locked. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just fleeing laws. Making IFF designations for what was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the general. We should go say hi before they ruin the general's day.
Its ID is Erusian.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
ID is Ocean military. Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
How's your last Longcaster? You've been drinking and we're here to help.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't Don't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Move the rear to the others.
Understood. The Radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't take up responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Ocea Barclay. So, we've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too. We turn to in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the illusion news network.
Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. They should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you. We did not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the craft your grandfather told me about. The scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Contact!
Lawcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco. Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Ocean big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine.
I managed, but
Bandit destroyed. Well done. No good. Shit.
Fox 1.
They're in my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. So we're cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
can't aboard the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Houston is behind this.
Locked on.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
The escort was defused its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Strider 3, launching missile. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. I've been spiked. Target acquired. Five bandits remaining. I'm done, bandit. Enemy on your back.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
He's down. 4 bandits left. Strider 1, target eliminated. 3 bandits to go.
There has to be a time limit north of the mission. They are after Dana, aren't they?
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go. Target acquired. Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy. Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete. All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Okay.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.